Hello, friends, and welcome to the Marble and Sand podcast, a podcast for health and wellness with a focus on vegan lifestyles and vegan eating. Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Marble and Sand, a health and wellness podcast. In today's episode, I'm talking to my mother, Kim, about her diet and lifestyle. Hello, Mother, and welcome to my podcast, Marble and Sand. This is a vegan lifestyle and wellness podcast that also has an emphasis on weight management. So how are you doing this evening?
I am blessed and highly favored. Thank you very much for asking.
That's good. So tell me about your current diet and what do you like to eat?
My current diet consists of poultry and fish, vegetables, rice, potatoes, tomatoes, eggs, bread. I look at the pyramid.
The food pyramid.
The food pyramid. Without the beef and the pork.
Okay, I do have some information about the food pyramid. So they have done studies and that suggests that it really should be flipped around. So you should eat actually a minimal, and they've changed it over the years. So you should eat a minimal amount of carbohydrates and just incorporate more, well at least processed carbohydrates like the breads and cereals. And you should eat more protein in the form of, if you do eat meat, and then also beans, peas, and legumes. So they have said that you should flip it, and that's the correct way it should be. So how do you feel about the vegan lifestyle? And do you think since I became vegetarian and now vegan that you consume less meat and you're now more open to meat alternatives like the Beyond sausage, or sometimes when I make the vegan eggs?
The vegan lifestyle is good for some. It's not good for all people. It's good for you. I enjoy your cooking. Your meals are fantastic. You have total weight management under control.
I wouldn't say that.
Your exercise regimen is wonderful. Your outer appearance, it matches what you are putting into your body.
But what about you personally? I appreciate all the praise and compliments. It's definitely been a journey, and it's something I have to focus on mentally and center myself so that I'm able to stay focused on having that lifestyle. But I was asking how my lifestyle, if it has affected you at all, in how you personally view meat. And do you feel like maybe since I became vegetarian, vegan, you eat less animal products?
I've been vegetarian with consuming poultry and fish.
So that's not vegetarian, that's pescatarian.
Okay. Well, I've been pescatarian for many years, and I consume plenty of vegetables and rice and beans, thanks to your cooking with beans and veggies. And I enjoy the Beyond Burgers, the sausage that you bring home. They're very tasty.
Okay. So I think it's interesting how you have been and have become more open to it. And I do want to say that I'm very appreciative to how supportive you have been to me throughout my journey into veganism. So I recall in the early 90s, I was young, but you did eat red meat before, and then you stopped eating red meat. So what pushed you to do that in the 90s?
Lent was nearing, and I thought what would have the greatest impact in my life, whereas I can take it beyond the Lenten season and make a lifestyle change. And I said, well, I do enjoy having hamburgers and pork chops and steaks. What if I
And
can...
I've never eaten those things, by the way. I've never eaten a pork chop, a steak, or a regular hamburger. I've only eaten turkey burgers in the past. But okay, continue.
So I thought it was a good idea that I give those up for Lent, the Lenten season, and see if I can take it beyond. And I was very successful. I didn't miss it during the season, and I was able to take it beyond. And that was in the 90s, and here we are today, and I haven't had a hamburger, only turkey burgers or veggie burgers or boca burgers, no pork chops, no steaks, no red meat.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think that's why growing up, personally, I didn't eat red meat, was because my mother didn't eat red meat. So I didn't see the purpose in consuming it, so I never really developed a taste for it. I believe as children, we do basically eat what our parents eat. So they're our biggest influence in our lives. So when it comes to veganism, it also encompasses not only what we eat, but also skincare products and lotions and hair products. So my mother has some experience with that. So what are some of your favorite cruelty-free products that are out there?
One which was very dear and near to my heart was changing my deodorant. Because of my journey with breast cancer, I was forced to look at things differently. And that was one of the first that came to mind.
Right, because they say that breast cancer is linked to the aluminum or aluminum, however you like to pronounce it, that's in the deodorant. So they say it's good to use those more natural deodorants. So which deodorant do you like?
Oh, I like the ones, Native is my favorite. I love the charcoal.
Yeah. Okay. I'm using a charcoal deodorant now that I got on clearance at Walgreens, and it doesn't really work, but maybe that's why it was on sale. But at least I didn't pay full price for it. But I would like to try the Native deodorant. It's just a bit pricey for me. And what about, we recently went to a store called Credo Beauty. So how did you like that store?
I love the small, intimate shopping experience. They had various lines of products. I believe anything that one is looking for, they probably had it or could obtain it for you. And it was so effortless of a shopping experience.
Yeah, the lady was really kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have everything at Credo Beauty is cruelty free, and I discovered the website because I was just searching for cruelty free beauty products, and I just typed it into Google and it had popped up, and I saw they had different serums and moisturizers and other products, beauty products, so I wanted to give it a try. So, Mother, do you think that you would ever embrace an all vegan lifestyle? And if not, how come?
Embracing an all vegan lifestyle currently for me today would place me in a financial bind.
I do spend a lot of money on food products.
Yes, it's very expensive to maintain that lifestyle. My team of doctors feel as though I'm on a progressive road to
Right.
health and wellness.
Because you do have a team of doctors since you are in recovery from breast cancer and those things. So, diet and how you eat in your lifestyle, I personally do believe that it plays into your physical health and well-being as well as your mental health. So, I think veganism for me, I think it comes down to just the well-being and just caring about the animals, because I don't know how you can look an animal in the eyes and then eat it. I think it's something that I personally can't do. But also there was a point in my life where I wasn't vegan or vegetarian, and I had no problem eating animals. So I believe that everyone is in their different stages now. And what do you think about how in the past couple years we've had more plant-based and vegan ideological companies like Beyond and Just, who make the eggs, and Impossible, and now you have the Impossible Burger at Burger King, and Starbucks has an Impossible breakfast sandwich. What do you think of those products? As someone who doesn't eat red meat, you do like those products, right? Because it's an alternative to that.
Yes, I do enjoy eating those products. They do, in fact, digest better in my system, especially the vegan cheese. My cardiologist, whom I see very, maybe once every 4 months, I do not see him regular because I am in good shape, in good health. But he had suggested last year that I stop eating so much of the processed cheeses.
Right.
So the vegan cheese that you bring home, Mia, I enjoy it. It digests. It doesn't sit in my stomach. And that's goes along with the Impossible Burgers from Burger King or Starbucks, or what we cook here at home. They don't sit in your stomach.
Yeah, I do think that there has been some research, although it's not conclusive, that the human body isn't really meant to digest meat and dairy, and that it's actually just easier on our digestive systems to not consume meat and dairy, or consume less of it. So now we're about to wrap up our conversation, and my mom wants to discuss where we go from here. So where do we go from here, Mother?
As a family, I feel as though the heart of a home is in the kitchen. And as long as you are afforded the vegan lifestyle and it continues to be good for you, I enjoy cooking with you or for you because the dishes are tasty. They're good. They're delicious. They smell good. They taste good. And they digest good. So as a family, let's continue having good times in the kitchen. I'll continue to support you, and you'll continue to see progress with me, whether it be towards a vegan lifestyle or just continue healthy eating for me as what I'm doing.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, thank you, Mother, for joining me on my second episode of Marble and Sand, and I wish you well on your health and wellness journey.
Well, thank you for having me, daughter. It has been a pleasure sitting and talking with you.
Well, thank you for listening to episode 2 of Marble and Sand, and I will see you next time.